and the exhaustion comes in, the nervous system being stressed out comes in, the panic and dread comes in from staying in that state of existence and experience longer and longer and longer. The body remembers very well. Your waters remember very well also. And your body is like 60-70% water. It's in all spaces of us. And it's programmable. It's conscious. It holds the program. It holds the vibration. It holds the belief in it. And if it's, I hate this, or this is always, or they're always wrong, or they don't love me enough, or the body is remembering this and then storing it. The waters are remembering it and storing it. And there are all kinds of things we can do to move and heal it and shift it. And I work with people with this all the time. So go sacredexpansion.com for more information there if you need it. But I love to create content to help best I can here as well. And so we're talking about the way in which you directing your energy is going to do just that. And the memory in your body will reset itself to the memory you're telling it is your truth. If you're fighting with whatever's going on in life, or even, in general, the world around you, that will continue to hold that alignment because that's where you're holding it. And your waters will amplify it, the broadcast thereof. Yes. Your muscles in your body, memory, the broadcast thereof. Even your hair, the broadcast thereof. And the system, the field, will register and read that broadcast and say, as you wish, here you go. Here's what you ordered. Do you know what the number one reason is for feeling exhausted? I know, we probably have a couple ideas, right? The number one reason for feeling exhausted and worn out is being in an alignment of, or doing stuff, having experiences in your life that are not your passion, they're not your purpose, they're not the alignment of your soul and your heart. And that can be exhausting. Living a life that is out of alignment with your heart can be exhausting. It doesn't mean that this podcast is designed to encourage you to quit your job or leave your relationships or change your life and flip it upside down. What this podcast is designed to do is to possibly inspire you and encourage you to look at your life, to look at it just as it is, and let it be what it is right now. And let's just do a couple of things with it. A couple of things we're going to do with it. One, we're going to do our best to stop fighting with it. We're going to do our best to stop fighting with it. That means stop complaining about it. Stop hating it. Stop judging it. And start finding some space, some pocket, some point of reference that you can say thank you for, that you can be grateful for, that you can find beauty in. So the first thing we're going to do is stop fighting with it. The second thing we're going to do if we're exhausted from being out of alignment with our heart and our truth and our purpose is we're going to start creating something somewhere in our life, just as it already is, without changing anything. We're going to add in something that gives us the opportunity to make our hearts smile. Doing something, whether that's, you don't have a whole lot of time, you have a busy schedule, you have a big family, you have whatever you have going on. And so maybe your add-in is something that is only about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There's a power in that 5 to 10 minutes that compensates for 5 to 10 hours of being out of alignment. Energy, consciousness moves faster in the flow state of gratitude, authenticity, joy, than it moves when it's in the state of existence we might deem heavy, annoying, frustrating, soul deafening. Energy moves very differently when we're in the state of gratitude. So even if you can put yourself in a state of gratitude for 5 minutes, and that's all you've got out of 24 hours, it's still going to help you with about 5 hours of the space that has felt as if you were out of alignment with your heart. 10 minutes could help you with 10 hours. 15 minutes could help you with 15 hours. Are you following me? Do you see where we're going? Less than 30 minutes a day can be broken up into small sections of 5 minutes at a time, 6 times a day, 10 minutes at a time, 3 times a day. But less than 30 minutes a day can shift your entire life. 30 minutes dedicated, given with joy, given with presence to yourself, to be in gratitude, will shift everything. The job, if it's what's out of alignment, will change. And you won't even have to be nervous about changing it. You know that one? Many know this space. Feeling like your job is... I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I relate. I remember so well. Feeling like your job is killing you. And in many ways it is, but hello, information, let's get it the PowerPoint, let's get the information and then let's really do something with it and let's implement some changes that match the information and what it's bringing us. So if the job is killing you and it's not something you can jump out of and switch lanes on, keep it. Do your best to do your job well. Get out of your head. Stop complaining about it. Start finding gratitude in it somewhere. The fact you have a job and somebody else might want one. The fact you have the ability to even do the job you do, and somebody might really love that ability, right? Find the gratitude in there somewhere and then don't change it. Don't change the job. Don't leave it. Don't toss your life upside down. I'm telling you how to shift everything in the most efficient manner possible. Find pockets to be grateful for, and they will turn into massive spaces to be grateful for. Finding pockets to be grateful for and focusing on them will create massive spaces to be grateful for, and your life will shift. Your life will change. Stop fighting with it. Start finding gratitude. Set specific moments of life up for you. Because right now, if you're hearing me, if you're listening to this and you resonate with this, whether it's a memory or you're currently in it, you understand what it's like. You understand what I'm talking about. And you feel like you're not on your own list, like everybody else made it on the list. And everybody else is getting a piece of the pie, but you. And so if you can allow yourself to just hold awareness with that, you don't have to completely fix that right this minute. Let's just hold awareness with it. Yep, okay, I can acknowledge, I feel like I'm not on my own list. I feel exhausted. I feel tired. I feel unheard. I feel undervalued. I feel like I'm just continually giving. If that's the space or some increment thereof, stop fighting with it. Stop judging it. Stop talking about it to anybody who will listen, and start talking about to anybody who will listen the pockets of beauty that you will give yourself the opportunity to find. If you can find them inside of the space that you've been fighting, the space you've been fighting will no longer show up the same way to be fought. Yes. It will move, it will change, it will shift in the most beautiful and efficient manner. And you don't even have to go out on that limb and ponder making choices that are big and scary. And if that's your thing and you want to do it, fine, but you don't have to. You can keep working the job you have that you don't like, and you can find ways to become okay with it. Find ways to stop fighting it, and it'll stop fighting you. You might find out you don't even need to leave. You might find out it opens up into a new path, a more abundant flow, all on its own. There could be something else there that you didn't see coming. Don't box it. Don't limit it. You don't need to. You're limitless. Yes. So don't fight with it, and find the pockets of beauty. Acknowledge the gratitude. 30 minutes a day, or 25 minutes a day will cover your entire, even if the rest of that day is spent in woe is me mode, or going to freaking die mode, or life being sucked out of me mode. 25 minutes a day of gratitude will flip all of the space that you spent in that type of vibration and frequency, and it will amplify it to the field. The field is the system at hand, that creates the life, it creates the reflection based on the signals sent out by the energy being created by each individual. We do have collective energy and a collective understanding of this, but you also have your sacred, unique flow of this, and that's creating your unique perspective and your unique life. If you change your signal, you change your life. 25 minutes of gratitude within a 24-hour period will change your life. Now, that 25 minutes of gratitude and that no longer fighting with, just drop the fight. Just drop the need to battle. Just drop the need to judge. Just say, you know what? This is the space, but I'm going to choose to look for what is going on here that happens to be good. You say, oh, there's nothing going on here that's good. Anybody you've met that's worthy of gratitude, a coworker. And if this isn't work and we're talking about a relationship that won't move, or we're talking about a space of school or a space of community connections, whatever this is for you, stop fighting with it. Start finding beauty inside of it somewhere, and it will move into that alignment of beauty. Your focus is directing this thing, and as long as you fight this thing, it will fight you back. And the exhaustion comes in, the nervous system being stressed out comes in, the panic and dread comes in from staying in that state of existence and experience longer and longer and longer. The body remembers very well. Your waters remember very well also. And your body is like 60-70% water. It's in all spaces of us. And it's programmable, it's conscious, it holds the program, it holds the vibration, it holds the belief in it. And if it's, I hate this, or this is always, or they're always wrong, or they don't love me enough, or the body is remembering this and then storing it. The waters are remembering it and storing it. And there are all kinds of things we can do to move and heal it and shift it. And I work with people with this all the time. So go sacredexpansion.com for more information there if you need it. But I love to create content to help best I can here as well. And so we're talking about the way in which you directing your energy is going to do just that. And the memory in your body will reset itself to the memory you're telling it is your truth. If you're fighting with whatever's going on in life, or even, in general, the world around you, that will continue to hold that alignment because that's where you're holding it. And your waters will amplify it, the broadcast thereof. Yes. Your muscles in your body, memory, the broadcast thereof. Even your hair, the broadcast thereof. Yes. And the system, the field, will register and read that broadcast and say, as you wish, here you go. Here's what you ordered. Yes. Stop fighting with it. Stop complaining about it. Become grateful for spaces within whatever it is most irks you. People say, oh, gratitude is so powerful and all this. It is, absolutely. But it even is more powerful if you can put it inside of a space that you deemed you were ungrateful for. You do not want anything to do with. You are so done. Find something inside there, even if it's a lesson, wisdom, strength, courage, inspiration, a person, a relationship, something that came up and brought you peace or joy or balance because of the trial, because of the tribulation. You saw this space of peace with someone. You saw this space of love with someone or yourself. That's how you find a pocket of gratitude inside of a space that you maybe don't really want to be dealing with. And if you can find a pocket of gratitude within a space you don't want to be dealing with, you will move the space and it will no longer be what it was, because you're no longer being who you were when you designed it to begin with. Allow yourself the opportunity to direct your energy. Allow yourself the opportunity. These designs, these life experiences that are happening to you, that you see as happening to you if you're in that mindset, they are designed to give you the opportunity, me the opportunity, to send a different signal if needed. They are the mechanism of which we explore, remember, expand, and shift into that mastery level of who we are. Even when we came into the womb, we were this. And we explore our way back. On that exploration, we grow even further than the origin point that came through the womb. The ever-expanding flow of consciousness. And that's just the way of looking at it from a very personal perspective of what you're doing in your own personal soul experiential space. Then you have this space of you that's also, I believe, many, and especially those who find my content and resonate with it, we're here to not only have that specific, unique, experiential growth point for our own soul, but we said, sign me up, I'll go, and I'll be there to anchor light during the most expansive space of human history ever known. Yes, I will anchor light, I will hold the vibration of peace, I will be the alignment of balance to assist the collective as it remembers who it is. An entire species remembering it is more, and leaving a field of distortion to move into a field of coherent flow. That is what is happening on our planet right now. Humanity is leaving a distorted field of consciousness. So the way it understood itself, who it thought it was, and why it thinks it is here, was very distorted. I will add that it's a purposeful distortion. in the meaning of prod forward. But not everyone will be able to hear that, and that's okay. If you're still listening to this podcast, then you are one who can hear me. We came for the unique, individualized space of exploration to expand our own soul in its eons and eons and eons old self. And we signed on. We said, send me. I'll go. I understand the assignment. I can fulfill the purpose. And we are here doing this now. And we're finding all of these different ways in which to do this that we're doing. I work with Acasma quantum energy. I wrote a book about it. It's specifically designed to assist this. People who have come into human form that are higher dimensional beings of light. They're here to assist humanity as they have their own spiritual expansion as well. It's an ascension modality, an energetic healing modality, and so much more. And there's other modalities on the planet with different names doing the similar things. We're so vast. We're source having a now. We're God finding and remembering more spaces of itself. The vastness, the diversity is opportunity to accommodate this shift. So coming in the door to this podcast, you may be in the mindset or holding, a belief structure that life is hard right now. It's possible. You saw the title of the podcast and it drew you in for a specific connection point that you're ready to have. And maybe it used to be difficult, but you don't live there anymore. You live in more peace and balance and coherence now. Maybe you're from my AQE community and you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And Acasma's walked you through these spaces we're talking about. No longer fighting with life, but finding the gratitude within the spaces and allowing that gratitude to expand in our own unique vibratory state of existence, that the field then registers us, reads us, gets the signal, and presents accordingly the new reflection. No matter where you're coming in at, you're doing just what you need to do. You're right where you need to be. You're not too early, you're not too late, you're right on time. For some, that's easier to hear. It's easier to digest. It feels more true. For some, it's like, oh, I'm going to have to trust you on that one. Good. I'm a trustworthy person. Trust me. If you have trusted me at any time in our journey together, and you're hearing me right now, would you comment below this video, below this podcast if possible? Would you comment, I'm trustworthy? Would you say, she's trustworthy, I trusted her and I'm glad I did? Would you do that for me? I want to see how many people. I think there's a lot that trust me. Oh, I'm so honored by it and humbled by it and moved by it. I love what I do. I love what I do. I wake up in the morning, I cannot wait to do what I do. This, create content, teach classes, teach my courses, hold session spaces for clients, do destination events, speak at large group spaces. I love what I do. I cannot wait to do it. I have a hard time going to sleep at night because I'm so excited to get up and do it again. I love what I do. And it didn't always do this. I used to do things that were seen as more 3D, regular world, every day, suck the life out of you job. I live there. the majority of my life. And it's not that it's wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's exactly what we needed to teach us to get us to the space where we could become the master creators we are. You don't get birthed from a womb and pop out and just start master creation. You know, it is cultivated within you that your wisdom, your divine essence wakes up and says, I believe there's more. I'm going to go look for the more, and I'm going to trust the more within myself. And now I love my life. This is my full-time career. And it has been for about 7 years now. And every year is richer. Every year more beautiful than the last. And I love that I get feedback, comments, emails, direct messages from people all over the world, all different languages, cultures, men, women, old, young. Saying thank you. Your book helped my life. Your course helped my life. Your video helped my life. That's my why. That's why I love what I do. And if you don't love what you do yet, find love where you are right now and amplify it. Find gratitude where you are right now and amplify it best you can, as much as you can. Really believe it. Don't just say a sentence to say a sentence. You know, I am happy, I am healthy, I am terrific. There is a experiential field of existence, a life, a reality line playing out right now, in which this you that is in alignment with their purpose, their soul purpose, their heart, their joy, that is loving what they do every moment, every breath, that exists already. It's real. You're not pretending. You're not hoping. You're not wishing. You're stating a fact of a space of alignment. You already are. Find the beauty by looking at the are, that space. Talk about that space. Talk from that space. Talk as that space. And that space is what the system will say, oh, this is who he is. This is who she is. Yes. Inside of the complaints is the confirmation and signal to stay where you are with something to complain about. Inside of the fight, inside of the battle, inside of the exhaustion is the confirmation and the signal going out from your body. I'm so exhausted. I hate this space. I hate these people. I hate this relationship. I hate this job. You don't have to love any of it, but stop saying you hate it. Find something you do love that's going on around you in some way, shape, or form and start talking about it. And that will shift the spaces that don't match. You're the master creator. You're the designer and the aligner. You're the holder, the wielder of the power, if you will. And you have your sacred, personal, unique, experiential space that's playing out. And that's for your soul expansion and your soul expansion only. It's not here to help your mom or your dad or your brother or your lover or your kid or whoever. It's here to help you. If someone else doesn't get it, if they don't understand it, if they can't jive with it or meet you where you're at and feel it the way you feel it and see it the way you see it, they're not supposed to. It's not theirs, it's yours. You'll find people that resonate with you when you stop trying to get everyone to resonate or specific spaces of your family or friends to resonate, and you're just doing it because you resonate with it. When you stop that need no longer shows up. Even if nobody around you gets it right now, you can say with everything in you, because there's a timeline where they already do get it. The ones that are going to resonate, some will not, and they will just become not so active in your life. But there's a timeline where many that you know will shift. And it's already there and it's already flowing right now in this very now, but in a different experiential field. And you have the opportunity to be grateful for that. How do you do this? You start with being grateful with the fact that you resonate. I am so grateful I get me. I am so grateful I understand myself. I hear myself. I allow myself. I trust myself. I love myself. I know myself. And maybe for some of you, you're like, I'm just starting to trust myself. I'm just leaning into the potential of loving myself. So still say it. Give it the opportunity. Could you be available? Could you be available? Yes. And funny enough, the outer world, the relationships, the friends, the family, all of this, they can never love you and never believe in you and what you believe in until you believe in you and what you believe in. It has to start with you. It had to start with me. I wanted it from the outside so bad. I was so pissed off at so many people in my life when I was out of alignment and I was exhausted. I was so pissed off and tired. And that's okay. Go through the feelings, feel the feelings, but just don't live there because it won't change until you change. My life did not change and stop exhausting me and stop pissing me off until I stopped saying and feeding and focusing on how I was exhausted and or pissed off. I had to choose to focus on the pockets that were a blessing, the pockets that held beauty. And if I had to make them up with becoming more available to spaces that maybe weren't even in focus yet, but I knew existed, I knew, then that's what I did. I had a saying, and I've mentioned it before in some podcasts early on. I think we're coming around to almost a year of the AwakenPod. I think it was in May we started. I'll have to look at the numbers, but we're in April. We're on April 1st today when this is being recorded, and it'll be released shortly thereafter. I had a saying that I used in the beginning when I was exhausted and tired and angry and all of that. And even though I wasn't fully seeing this every day and or really feeling it to a full extent every day, I still gave myself pockets of time throughout the day where I would let myself imagine it. I would let myself feel into it. I would let myself act as if it. And the saying is, everything I want and everything I need flows easily into my life. And it could have been a time where I was still feeling as if I was battling some spaces, you know? I had a job I didn't love. I couldn't necessarily see a way out of that space yet. But instead of complaining about it, and instead of getting upset about it, and instead of feeding my exhaustion or anger or whatever, I decided to give myself pockets of time where I would focus on feeling grateful. Everything I need and everything I want flows easily into my life. And then after I would say that a few days, it started becoming fun to say it. And I started having fun with it. I can remember kind of dancing around my living room while I would say it, just a minute or two. Everything I need and everything I want flows easily into my life. And I'd become theatrical with it, and I'd fun with it, and it'd make me laugh at myself and giggle. And that was good. That was just the perfect vibration, the perfect frequency, the perfect signal to send out to the field. And the field says, as you wish. And here I am. Here I am. And it's why I do what I do, because I want everybody to be here that wants to be here. Free, vibrant life, happy, whole, peace, balance, abundant. It's why I do what I do. And why I love what I do. I hold no attachment to what people do with what I teach or what I offer. That's not up to me. And I'm okay with that. But that's what living in this type of alignment is like. That's what this looks like. Peace and balance, non-attachment. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to lay this at your feet. And if for any reason this might help you, I am so grateful. And if for any reason you might share this with somebody that this might be exactly what they needed to hear right now, I am so grateful. If you've trusted me on your journey in some way over the last 7 years, whether I facilitated a session for you or I taught you a course or a class, maybe you're on my Patreon platform, maybe you watch my YouTube channel, my A.L. Garris YouTube channel. But if you trusted me, if you deem me trustworthy, would you comment below the video? I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you for being this space, the AwakenPod. Thank you for choosing to live awakened. Thank you for being a pillar of light. No matter where you are on your journey, no matter if you just stepped in the door, today's your first day, you found this video, you found this channel, you found this topic, and you're leaving the judgment, you're leaving the fight, you're leaving the older field. Or whether you're in the middle or you've been here a while and you're quite peaceful, you're quite balanced, you're quite coherent, you're quite abundant. No matter where you're coming in at, you're valued beyond measure. Thank you for remembering. At the increment you're remembering, thank you for holding that beautiful signal of hope, of peace, of balance, and being it in your life. Thank you.